Mob is one of the most well-written characters in anime. The show Mob Psycho 100 follows Mob as he grows up with psychic powers. While he is far from special in any other way, including looks, charisma, and intelligence, Mob has to decide how he will use the powers he was blessed with or cursed with, as we will discuss later on in the video. We'll pull evidence from the entire show, and we will find out why Shigeo Kagayama is possibly the best written character in anime. I'll give you my yes or no answer on that statement at the end. To start out, Mob is pretty simplistic as far as ambition goes. He's just a normal middle school kid. He crushes on a girl, he works part-time for some extra cash, and he tries to make new friends. Mob uses his powers to help others and cleanse the world of evil spirits, but he is quickly taken advantage of by his mentor/boss, Reagan. While Reagan deserves his own character analysis, I will say that he is the quintessential millennial adult. He doesn't have much to his name, he doesn't have a family of his own, even though he is pushing 30, and he isn't a polished individual. Mob is extremely naive at the beginning of the series. He takes Reagan at his word in every situation. As the show progresses though, Mob slowly realizes that maybe Reagan doesn't know what he says he does. When I was a kid, I felt the same way. We all wanted to think adults knew what they were talking about. We all want someone to rely on and throw our worries upon. But that's not how the world works. Every human is imperfect. We don't do the right thing. We mess up. Mob knows this, of course. And by the end of the show, he doesn't get angry at Reagan. Mob accepts that Reagan is just like him, an imperfect human that is trying to do his best. Mob grows and becomes self-aware. That's what makes him such an interesting and identifiable character. Mob isn't one to hold grudges against another person because he understands that he has all the power in the world. He could obliterate that person if he felt like it. He chooses not to because he knows that no matter how much you hate and destroy, that doesn't repair the situation that caused you hurt in the first place. Sure, he won't hesitate to protect his friends and loved ones, like when he went full-blown psycho mode in season 2. He was angry at the people who tried to destroy his family, but what happened? Mob ended up forgiving the very person who orchestrated the entire assault on his life. Mob was such an enlightened character. He seems a little too good to be true, right? Well, let's talk about his faults. Mob is insecure. He knows that he is not as physically strong or intelligent as other students in his class. Sure, he could cheat by using his psychic powers, but he chooses not to because he has self-respect, another great quality in a human being. Mob also lets people push him around. They force him to do things that he doesn't want to do, and he ultimately gives in because he wants to please other people. He cares about what others think. Okay, it's not completely wrong to care about your reputation as a human, but when you let it dictate your life and all of your choices, you have gone too far. Asking a girl out, wearing a shirt that you like, or joining a club that you enjoy, these things do not warrant thinking about others' opinions. You should do what you want because you only live one life. Do what you feel like as long as it's reasonable and it doesn't harm others. Mob slowly realizes this when he finally asks Tsubome out on a date. Tsubome rejects him, but it's not because she doesn't like him as a person. She just didn't think of him in a romantic way. But Mob would have never known that unless he actually brought himself to ask her. I hope you guys can identify with this situation like I can. I have just recently learned this lesson. I have learned that it doesn't matter what other people think. Just go ahead and ask while being polite. Whatever happens, happens. I didn't realize how Mob Psycho 100 actually taught me that a long time ago in the season 3 finale, but that's why anime is so great. It teaches us so many life lessons that we can practically apply. My friend Khan and I got into that topic in more detail if you guys want to click in the top right to see that discussion. Again, Mob does so many things wrong, but he is just a normal guy like you and I. Mob is actually quite enlightened though, so let's talk more about his good qualities. He works insanely hard, like he joins the body improvement club, he runs for student council president, and he studies a ton for school. He has this incredible work ethic that you don't really see in other anime. It just seems like everything comes natural to most anime characters. But for Mob, every single thing he accomplishes is an unreal challenge. I'm not gonna lie, that scene in season 2 episode 10, that made me tear up, man. It was weird. Mob's captain of the body improvement club said to him, "That's right, you've worked so hard. No matter how many times you passed out from anemia, no matter how many times you stumbled, you've always been running right behind us. Just seeing you like that gives us courage." Man, Mob Psycho is such a good show. All this to say that Mob is somehow a completely down-to-earth, realistic, yet larger than life, dare I say, iconic character. That's why Mob truly is one of the most well-written characters in anime. If I had to choose one person who we get to see grow grow, change, and become a better person as the quote best character in anime, I think it would be Mob. Hey, if you guys like someone else like Eren Yeager or Light Yagami, that's fair enough. But to me, I can identify with Mob. It's crazy that we have so many similarities too. As you might have noticed, I didn't even speak about his psychic powers that much. It's because he is such a great character even without these powers. Mob from Mob Psycho 100 is simply the best written character in anime. I think this show will go down as a modern classic. And if you guys liked this analysis of Mob, please watch this video about Mob Psycho 100 having the perfect episode in all of anime. That's it for me. This is the Eagle-Eyed Samurai, signing off.